Hey everybody, how's it going? A little late here tonight. Almost didn't make it. I kind of forgot. I forgot. I forgot earlier in the day. I had a plan like I'm gonna get this done before lunch, and then stuff happens. It's wild times that we're living in, though, right? I My acne is almost gone. I don't know something. One of my wife's notes tonight, if you don't know, is a new moon. So I think it's a full moon or something. She says that we have to put out our crystals. We have to put out the crystals into the moonlight to recharge. So if you have crystals, make sure you do that. I have the ones that I'm mandated to wear in our house. Uh, that's when you know that your wife could really tells you what to do. Not only does she tell you like what to do in the house, but she tells you like what crystals to wear. I think that's kind of wild. I love my wife. You saw her in episode 9. She'll probably come back. She had fun. I made her do the Facebook Live, and I think she enjoyed it. Um, so thanks for stopping by a little after 8:20. Huge day in politics. I know some people don't want to talk politics. I get that. And it's kind of a distraction, but this is obviously probably one of the weirdest times and darkest times in our country's history. So that's kind of a weird time to be trying to make jokes. But I did see the letter that Pence wrote to Nancy Pelosi about not wanting to invoke the 25th Amendment. And when I read letters like that on like that professional paper, it just makes me very self-conscious about my own signature. Like the way that they write that is so like amazing looking. It looks very mine looks like I had a stroke when I was writing it. It looks absolutely terrible. There's another letter from the Joint Chiefs, like all of them signed it at the bottom. Like each one of their signatures is more amazing than the last. Mine just looks like absolute dog shit. Look like a toddler like scribbling his name on a piece of paper. I'm like a lawyer. And like I'm like, oh my god, I really got to work on my signature. Apparently, my signature game's weak, fam. Um, so I noticed that when I was trying to figure out what's going to happen tomorrow. If we're going to impeach, well, I guess we were going to impeach the president, whether or not it's going to go anywhere. That'll be interesting, won't it? New moon tomorrow and an impeachment. That's going to be wild. Be wild stuff. So yeah, if you come in, say hi. Just say hi. If you're watching, just say hey, what's up? Or like how you living? Whatever. Just this is just I'm going to do this for 365 days. So I don't want you to not think that any one of these is not as important. Each one of them is very important. Like tomorrow night, 7 p.m. I'm going to be chatting with my buddy and longtime comedy friend, Rob Jenkins. He will be here at 7 p.m. On Facebook Live or wherever you're watching it. And we're going to talk about his writing process, creativity, any tips and tricks that he has that he wants to share with us. And then he and I are going to be performing at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase this Saturday night. I just was informed that we have 2 shows, so 7:30 and 10 p.m. So check that out if you go to Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase Biz on Facebook. They have their ticket information, or you go aacomedy.com. I have a drink. I have discovered this. This is a whiskey and Coke, and it's a toasted caramel whiskey, and it's the best. I am so excited when the last few days I've been coming home. I'm not a big drinker. If I would drink it at shows when those were a thing, comedy shows, I would have like a beer, but I never really drank hard liquor or anything. But like the past 3 days, I've really been looking forward to coming home, getting out of my lawyer clothes into my jammy jams, and having a nice toasted caramel and Coke. It's absolutely delicious. You can barely taste the whiskey, and I don't put a lot in there, but ooh, it'll sneak up on you. I'll tell you that much. So that's what's been going on with me. I watched the um I finished this season of Cobra Kai, which I really enjoyed. I like nostalgia. I think that's why if you've never seen Karate Kid before, you will not like that show. I can guarantee you that. It's not. The writing isn't amazing. The acting is okay. It's not great. Um, Camera works good, but if you didn't see the Karate Kid movies, you probably wouldn't like that movie. But if you've seen the Karate Kid movies, you have to watch that show. It's so good. I love Johnny Lawrence's character. I just love the new Johnny Lawrence. It's I like it. So I think it was a good. I don't want to spoil it, but people from the movies up, show up in it. I don't know if that's spoiling anything, um, I think it's a good show. Oh, Will Green, what's up, man? For some reason, the comments not in there. It's called. It's upstairs. I will get you the bot. It's from Michigan actually. It's from up north in uh Boyne City. It's a distillery up in Boyne City. So that's the name of that whiskey. Well, but thanks for watching, man. Will Green, friend of the show. He's been on the show. So make sure you check him out at Will Green Makes Jokes, I think. I don't remember what it was. But check it out. He's in episode 6, I think. So Will's a good dude. Thanks for stopping by, Will. So there's that. I am continuing to write every day. It's been hard to pin down a particular time to do it because of homeschooling and Julian coming to the office and I watch him at the office, and he does school from my office, and love the kid, love him. But I got to be honest with you guys. I think the first few weeks of the pandemic, I was cool with having a lot of family time. Now, not so much. I think I could do with a nice, quiet vacation by myself, and I would do just fine. I would not have a problem not seeing my family for a couple of weeks. I think that would be fun. I could go on a cruise. Maybe I could take a cruise with myself and just cruise on a boat having toasted caramels, and I love the sound of the ice. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a good sound. I love it. And just be on a cruise with myself and my thoughts. Have a nice sun hat on, and just down the Mississippi. I don't know. I wouldn't leave the country. I would just take a cruise down the Mississippi. Never done been. I've been across it. Never been down it or up it. So I think that would be. I'm looking forward to taking a cruise with myself and getting away from my family. I so we had to impose some rules with homeschooling, and so what we had to do is so Julian would be in the other room, and I would be in my office, and I was like, okay, I'm going to let you do your thing. I need you to let Dad do his thing because I've got to work too. So what I would do is I just say, you got to stay in here. I'm going to stay in here. And I was like, if there's any, if you have questions, submit like a list of questions and slide them under the door. And it went well. About 45 minutes. There was no problems. He's he's in there. He's not making any noise. I'm in my office getting work done. I'm feeling productive, and I hear like the swoosh of a piece of paper slide under the door into my office. And I shit you not, I look at the piece of paper, and on that piece of paper it says, "Who's your daddy?" My 8-year-old son wrote, "Who's your daddy?" To his father. And I would be mad if I wasn't losing my shit with absolute laughter. One of the funniest things I've ever, just organically, that's ever happened with me and my son. Just sitting there, I'm typing away, and then he just asks he wrote it, and it's like he's got this bad handwriting. I guess that's where he gets the bad handwriting from, is from his old man. just who's your daddy? And it got me. It got me, and I don't know. He earned some extra screen time for that one because it tickled me. I felt tickled when he did that. So that's what happened today. I'm as I'm trying to find these times to write. It's not. Trying to find the consistent time is difficult. I am struggling with sleep and uh probably the drinking before bed doesn't really help. I don't know if that helps for you. If you guys do you guys drink before bed? What do you do? I don't know. Let me know what you think on that. But it's hard. I keep getting up early in the morning. The last 2 days have been like really great because I'll get up at like 7 o'clock, and that's like sleeping in till like 10 for me. Um, but I just got all these thoughts, clanging around in my old noggin, and they just wake me up. And so I'm trying to find these times to like write during the day. And so I've been doing that Monday, hour one. I'm still doing that. This is my second full week of doing that. Um, so I've written everything down on my to-do list for my, planned it all out. And you get to that point where in the morning where I try and write before everything else, and stuff just ends up popping up, and it's hard to focus on that one thing. And I heard something about a 7 and 7 rule. Like, I thought it was about a drink, but it wasn't. It was about like not having your phone on before 7 a.m. and not doing anything on it after 7 p.m., which I think I might give that a whirl. Because I think what's happening is the waves, like right now, these beta or theta or gamma, alpha, whatever sorority or fraternity named waves are just penetrating my brain, and I can't get a good night's sleep because I'm just consistently staring at my goddamn phone all the time. So I think that's what's going on with me. I'm trying to plan out my set for Saturday. We get 2 sets, which is dope. I'm happy about that. Rob and I are gonna have fun. I don't know who's hosting. I'm sure it's gonna be someone cool, and that will be able to be glad to see them again. I don't know who that'll be, but like I said, this is the first time I've featured at Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase, so I'm like really excited to be able to perform there. And this will mark I will have worked and gotten paid as a feature at all of the clubs in Michigan. So yay! That's a little check mark on the old goals and to-dos that I had in comedy. It took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I would have wanted to do it before I was 40, but who knows? Who knows why? Life's a mystery, and who knows what's going to happen from one day to the next. So, but I am excited to be there and to see some people. Hopefully, it'll be hard to recognize people at first because they'll have their mask on, but I'm excited to be able to do that and have 2 shows to be able to work out some stuff. So I'm planning out my set, and got some newer things I'm going to work in and try and just trying to, I mean, basically kind of starting over for a little bit. A lot of the stuff that I was doing was a pre-pandemic. I did some shows during the quarantine when it was warm outside, but then it's not. If we could, I would do comedy outside right now in Michigan in the teens and 20s, but not doing any shows. They're not. It's a damn shame, But so I'm excited to actually perform inside in Ann Arbor this weekend, 7:30 and 10 p.m. So make sure you check that out. I'm gonna try that Judge Judy bit, at least some parts of it, and see how that works. I'm excited to see how some of these things will work, and trying to tie in old material into what's going on with the pandemic and making something kind of relatable. I've been listening a lot to some books on tape, which is cool. I'm learning about how we learn. One book was How We Learn. I can't remember the guy's name, Daniel something, but it talks about how if you're trying to memorize things or learn different material. You want to vary the time when you study it matters. Like if you're, what they said is if you're trying to do memorization, then you want to do that. Now I forgot. That's funny. I think it's either you want to get a good night's sleep or stay up late and cram. Oh, if you're doing something creative, you want to stay up late and cram for it. If you're doing something that has memorization, you want to give your brain as much time as possible. So you want to try and go to bed and early and get as much sleep as possible that way. So if you have a memorization test, you want to get a good night's sleep. If you have something creative that you have to do, as an exam, I don't know what that would be, why they've used that as an example, but you want to stay up late and do it. So because it has to do with how your brain, how it accesses the different parts of your brain when you're trying to memorize things or stuff like that. But that's cool. I've been listening to a lot of interesting things about memory and productivity and leadership and stuff like that. So I'm always trying to like just learn things. I don't know. That's part of my personality. It's like just wanting to like learn. I always listen to books on tape and stuff like that. But if you guys have any cool books, let me know. I'd love to listen to them. If they're books on tape, I don't really want to read actual books, but that might help me with the sleeping. I've heard is if you read actual books before bed, it makes you sleep longer. Like I have no problem falling asleep. It's like the staying asleep that is the problem. So I can fall asleep without any issues, but then I'll wake up at like 4 a.m. and it's hard to go back to sleep. But well, I want to thank you for checking it out and hanging out and saying hi. And I will be back tomorrow. We got Rob Jenkins tomorrow, 7 p.m. Here live. And send in your questions. Make sure you say hi to him and support what he's doing. And if you looking for something to do, make sure you check out Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase this Saturday night. It's only Saturday night. It's 2 shows, 7:30 and 10. And bring your mask. No no food or beverage. So get liquored up before you come there, or drink in your car on the way. Not on the way. Park, then drink in your car, sober up, and then drive home. Be very safe. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. You guys have a good rest of your night. I will see you later.